Well, as this storm system has moved out, we are looking at clouds already clearing in western mid-Missouri. I will be breaking down future track here through Wednesday. An opportunity for rain returns on Thursday. And then over the weekend, I'm tracking something else you'll want to see. Your newest weekend forecast is coming up next. Released yesterday. You're looking at one of those images right now. This is a geosynchronous orbiting satellite, which means it's going to be, again, kind of turning with Earth. It does not have a specific location yet. What you're looking at here are infrared imageries, also water vapor imageries. More detail and higher resolution does give meteorologists a better idea of what storms could potentially do, and which means better lead time on severe thunderstorm warnings. Time now is 5:07 with your ABC17 storm tracker weather on the 7s. We do have some snow aloft that is occurring and a rain-snow mix aloft, but because there is some dry air here, a lot of this is evaporating. So again, zooming in here, might be seeing a few flurries closer to the Higbee area, but again, we have this next band. This moves in as we head towards mid-morning. This is all tracking to the southeast. It's this next wave that is likely going to be bringing a dusting of snow here. So I do not expect much of an issue for the morning commute. Here's a look at future track this morning. This second wave, here's a look at 10:30. We are going to see this snow start to move into our northern half. Macon also looks like west, closer to the Boonville area. Might get a little bit of snow at that time. This will be tracking eastward, so you'll notice maybe by the lunch hour there might be some low visibility. So forecast models have kind of slowed this down about another hour or two, which means east of 63, you might still have a little bit of light snow here until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Snow tracker map then showing most areas under half an inch of snow. So we're not looking at about an inch or 2 inches, nothing like that. In fact, as temperatures warm to the upper 30s today, a lot of this will not be accumulating. You might still see maybe some spots with some grassy surfaces, a little bit of snow, but as far as the accumulation, it's really just not there. Not a lot of moisture to work with. Meanwhile, take a look at this. Really feeling the effects of this cold front. We have temperatures 30 degrees colder this morning, so bundle up. Make sure the kids are bundled up this morning. Make sure they've kind of got the whole 9 yards. We are seeing wind chill values currently in the low 20s. It'll be a cold and breezy afternoon with that snow chance ending. Now, in my next forecast, we need to break down the wind chill as we head towards tonight and into Thursday morning. We've gone a little bit colder, falling to 18 tonight. That means single-digit wind chills are likely for Thursday. I will show you where in my next forecast at 5:17.
You know, when I went outside right before the newscast, it was almost like nuisance wind. It was just hair blowing everywhere.
Yeah, it is a windy morning. The wind advisory gets kicked in at 10 o'clock this morning. So anyone that's headed out today, you're right. Hairspray, yeah, not a great idea.
I don't think it's going to help.
No, it really won't do much. Winds are going to be gusting upwards to looks like now 50 miles an hour. Out of Sheraton and out of northern Saline County. So keep that in mind today. The good news is this wind is keeping our temperatures this morning rather mild. Lake of the Ozarks, it's 56 degrees. Looks like we had a max wind close to 26 miles an hour across the Ozarks this morning. Sedalia, you're coming in at 58 and Columbia coming in at 57 degrees. So it's a mild morning. And actually these temperatures have kind of risen here a few degrees since midnight this morning. So this warm front is lifting. We are going to have a mostly cloudy sky today. In fact, there might be some peaks of sun that will help fuel some of these storms that do get going by this evening. So you can see in our clouds and radar, we do have some clearing currently in southeastern, it looks like southeastern mid-Missouri, but putting this in motion, the newest future track, this wants to bring in just a couple of light rain showers here this morning, showing at 10:15. I think a lot of this will be holding off until the evening hours. Here's a look at 5:45. You might need your umbrella handy if you live out of Sheraton, maybe Moberly, near northern Boone County by the evening commute. Meanwhile, organized storms will be increasing from the west tonight. This will be a lot ahead of a cold front, and you'll notice at 10 o'clock, here's this line that starts to get going. Now, initially, these could be supercellular, and when we have supercellular storms, that is when tornadoes can occur. As we head towards 11 o'clock tonight, you'll notice out of Jefferson City, Ozarks, I-44, this is done. The good news, between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning in southeast mid-Missouri. So this will be an overnight event. Rain tracker map showing most areas maybe a quarter to half an inch of rain. Once again, though, southeastern Missouri going to see some of the higher totals, maybe a quarter to 1 1¼ inch of rain as we head towards Tuesday morning. Now, I want to show you the probability maps. We are under a 10% probability for a tornado south of Highway 50. It includes the southern Ozarks and I-44. If you remember last week's storm system, southeastern Missouri was under a 10% probability, and we did get an EF4 tornado rated from the Perryville area. So we are going to have to keep an eye on southern mid-Missouri tonight. The wind probability, it's a 30% chance from I-70 and south. And a large hail probability is hashed there in the 30% chance as well, where the red color is. So all modes of severe weather are possible tonight. Download the weather app. It'll be a nice tool to have. Again, keep in mind with these winds, we're likely going to have some power outages by tomorrow morning. This is an ABC17 storm track weather alert. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings extended for areas east of US 63. We now have warned storms extended through 8 o'clock this morning. This does include Audrain County. It's been extended for looks like now Osage, Marys, Phelps, Pulaski counties through 8:15, and it is because this line is continuing to make its way eastward. Here is the track of these storms that are capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Jefferson City at 7:20, Fulton by 7:22, Montgomery City at 7:43, Herman by 7:55, and Millwood at 8:01. There has been damage reported out of northern Boone County on East Highway CC. It looks like between Centralia and Sturgeon there was a barn mangled, and it's on the road now on Highway CC. So I want to zoom back out and I want to show you where we have had reports, and it is because of these 60-mile-per-hour winds. Local storm reports, so we do have some damage from northern Boone. Looks like now we have some damage reported from north of California across Montauk County. Versailles has had reports of damage from tree limbs down. Looks like northern Benton County. We've also had reports out of Greenridge. A tree limb was snapped in half at about a 20-inch diameter tree limb. So there is potential that some of these storms did have a wall cloud with them. I have not had that.
I was not expecting that when I looked down at the screen. That was
looks like some Dukes of Hazzard type stuff to get you out the door this morning, though. That's what it looked like.
It kind of did.
To get you out the door this morning. Time now is 6:27 with the ABC17 storm track weather on the 7s.